Hello, Resurrection. It's Thursday, casual Thursday, as you can tell, May the 6th. And I think that we had a pretty dadgum good Sunday just a few days ago. It sure did feel better in church. We had about 100 in total, divided almost half and half, 40-60. I think we had folks still distance responsibly. Everybody's still wearing a mask, but we had some lively singing and some good worship, and the energy level was up, and I felt like I had been to church really for the first time since Easter morning. It was so much better. Some people have decided that since there are fewer people in the early service, that they'll try the early service, and I think some folks liked that they felt a little more comfortable in that space. So we do still have plenty of options. We don't have too many people in the church right now. We certainly would have on Easter, and we're going to have Pentecost outside with the bishop. So still playing it safe. Now I think you know that Tennessee lifted its mask mandate, and we haven't lifted our mask mandate yet. I think that may be coming before too long. But we have not done that just yet. And once again, I want to thank our entire congregation, because not literally not one single person has given me grief about that. I know there are some of you who feel very strongly about not having to wear that mask, and I know there's some that feel very strongly about wanting everybody to wear a mask, and I know that nobody enjoys it, right? It's not fun to sing or to talk or to sit with that mask on, but not one single person has given me grief about that, and I appreciate that. I really do. It's easy to let your frustrations out on the person that you get to first. So thank y'all for being kind to me on that. I am walking a little bit of a tightrope here, but I think we're doing it okay. I think we're doing it successfully, and I appreciate it. I am so glad to see all of you coming back. You are proving the theory that I have had, that resurrection's not going to have as hard a time rebuilding as a lot of people, a lot of parishes are, because we did have that forward thrust, that forward momentum, and I can feel that picking back up already. So it's good news at Resurrection. Everything's going fairly well. People are continuing to ask me about our finances, and I will say that the finances look uh, look good. uh, Finances can always look gooder, but they look good. The People are continuing to make their pledge and to pay their pledge. We're right where we're supposed to be on that. Now, there's another category of our budget that we call open plate, and that's money that comes into the plate that we weren't counting on, that hasn't been pledged. And that's a fairly large number, not hundreds of thousands. It's a fairly large number, though, and I will admit that it has been decimated in the last 12, 13, 14 months. But even that since Easter has picked up beautifully. And y'all, I don't see any reason to panic. I don't see any reason to be terribly concerned. You continue to do what you've always done. I will share with you that I believe I'm right when I say this, that for the fifth or sixth year running, uh, the Church of the Resurrection has the highest average pledge in the diocese, meaning that our folks give more generously than any other parish in the diocese, and that's bar none. We are the number one highest pledge in the diocese, and so we're doing okay. I don't want you to think that there's any reason that we have to worry, and of course we wouldn't worry anyway, because God has always held us in the palm of his hand. And as long as we're talking good news, I talked to the bishop on Monday, and let's have lunch. Let's have lunch on Pentecost Sunday. I think we're going to look into having it catered rather than inexpensively catered. Like I'm talking like finger sandwiches, although you do know my love of the finger sandwich. I'll be just as happy as can be. I think that's probably better than a potluck at this point to have that food prepared for us and bring it in. We can sit around the picnic tables on the 23rd after the bishop has celebrated and confirmed with us. We'll get some time to talk with the bishop. He's such a good sport because he always stays through those events because he loves to be with his people. And we will confirm and we will have our first meal together since what March of last year, February, since Mardi Gras of last year. That was our Mardi Gras of 2 years ago. That was our last meal together. Uh, so it's good news. Now we're not starting coffee hour back yet, but I kind of feel like we'll get the go ahead on that in maybe in weeks rather than in months. And then in the fall, I hope that we hit the ground running with Christian formation for kids and for youth and for adults. Go back to Meet in the Middle, which is so important for our parish. That we had a lot of success with Meet in the Middle. I think everybody enjoyed doing that when we cancel Christian formation on the first Sunday of the month and we get together for a big breakfast in between the two services. We always had a huge crowd for that and a hoot of a good time. And I think in the fall we'll probably be able to get that going again, and things are going to start feeling like they did before. I don't know about you. I've been shocked at how much I have missed coffee hour. They're so informal. They just grab a little cup of coffee, a little something to drink, and maybe grab a little snack and sit around the tables. But my goodness, a lot of relationships are formed and strengthened in that group, and I'm really, really ready to get back to that. Met with a great family who's been with us for at least 2 years. I met with them earlier this week, and they said, we were we were we were new to the parish and making good friends, showing up to coffee hour and showing up for Meet in the Middle, and then all of that stopped, and we don't feel like we've made good friends in the parish yet. So that really drove home for me how important that is. Now, I think that you know that I'm headed to Louisiana for a family funeral this weekend. Good Canon Jody Howard, the bishop's canon, will be with us. He's very generous with his time with us, and I'm grateful for that. I think he's looking forward to seeing where we are, where the parish is landing after the pandemic. And I know that you will make him feel welcome. Deacon Susie will be out this Sunday, so y'all take extra special care of Canon Jody as he will be doing the clergy part alone. But one of the things that we have going for us at Resurrection is we have a strong, healthy, vibrant core of lay leaders. So y'all pick up that leadership uh, banner and lead him into whatever he needs on Sunday. I'll miss you this Sunday, but I will be back soon for Bible study and for the Holy Eucharist next week. I love you, and I'll see you soon.